big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, it's James Conner. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. Runs over it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Come back.
Throwing now is Murray. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And deep
touchdown! Zach Ertz, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. These Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans, and that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Conner. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. To throw is Murray. Got it. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Murray now to throw. He'll dump this one off to Connor. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Murray to air it out again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. They run behind center with Conner. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Conner is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And Murray's going to keep this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3?
And there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others. This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here. And put 6 on the board.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
The Chiefs may go on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Yeah, maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. First down, Murray. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring up warning. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long. Back to throw here. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Prater's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Mahomes to throw once more. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Yellow.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, a run with Connor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Defensively by 3-0.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They go play action. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st and 10 is Conner, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
By Frank Clark, a loss of 9, brings up 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore,
53 yards.
and the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Murray off play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57, close. Back.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a... And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Murray.
Zach Ertz has it complete.
He's got room at the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Conner going to get it again on second down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run here with Conner, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third one winner. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And some room to roll now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Mahomes. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. First throw of overtime for Murray. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
36-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Go.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. And this is Ertz with it, right side.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
They could have tried for the field goal to take the lead, but scratch that.
Yeah, they decided to go ahead and try and win it right now, and now we understand a little bit more about the mindset of different teams in regards to the rules of overtime since they change. A touchdown, you win it right then and there.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Mahomes to throw it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of it.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mahomes will throw.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to